Why do some people age, yet their bodies seem to retain a strength that others lose far too soon? Why are there those who reach an advanced age still walking every morning, cooking with their own hands and remembering every detail with a clear mind? And why could something as simple as a forgotten food in the kitchen be connected to the blood, kidneys, digestion, skin, and daily energy? Today, I want to show you an ancient preparation using black beans and vinegar that, according to my grandmother's story, changed the way she cared for her body for decades. Stay until the end, because the difference after 7 days is surprising. Soak black beans in vinegar and observe the result. It might sound too simple, even hard to believe, but my grandmother will turn 98 this year. She still goes for a morning walk with her dog, she still cooks for herself, and her mind remains as sharp as ever. When someone asks her what her secret is, she doesn't answer with anything complicated. She doesn't talk about expensive treatments or impossible formulas. She simply says, black beans. But here's the important part. It is not just about eating black beans like any other food. The real key lies in how they are prepared and how they are used. For years, my grandmother has kept this habit as a small, ancient remedy, one of those pieces of knowledge passed down from generation to generation that are often lost because they seem too humble to attract attention. Today, I'm going to share with you this black bean preparation that, according to her, helped her maintain strength, vitality, and balance for decades. It is a simple recipe, but within that simplicity, there is something that deserves careful observation. Because sometimes what the body needs is not hidden in something rare, but in a common food used the right way. Now let's begin with the preparation. The first step is to take the amount of black beans you need and inspect them carefully. Remove any damaged, split, wrinkled, or bad-looking beans, because in such a simple recipe, the quality of each bean matters. Afterward, rinse them well and let them soak until they begin to soften and swell. At that moment, you will notice that they no longer look like dry beans, but awakened seeds full of life. It is worth remembering why black beans were so highly valued in many traditional households. It was said that they not only provided nourishment, but also helped sustain health from within. They are rich in benefits for the body and also for skin beauty. They contain 9 essential amino acids that help keep the skin hydrated, delay the visible signs of aging, and promote collagen production. That is why they are associated with firmer skin, fewer wrinkles, and greater elasticity. But their benefits do not end there. Black beans are also known for their natural support of blood pressure. Since they are low in sodium and provide calcium, magnesium, and potassium, they can help the body balance itself in a gentler, more natural way. This is one of the reasons why my grandmother valued them so much, especially as the years went by. When the beans have absorbed water, you will see that the soaking liquid becomes very dark. Do not throw it away. That black liquid was considered useful for the kidneys, blood, and digestion. In ancient tradition, black beans were recommended for older people or those with a weak constitution, because it was believed that they helped maintain vitality, strengthen the kidneys, and support bone health over a long period. Therefore, before moving on to the next step, take a good look at the color, aroma, and texture, because that is where the real transformation begins, which we will later see with the vinegar in just a few more days. Now comes a very important step: roasting. After draining the black beans, do not rush. Place them in a clean skillet and begin to stir them slowly with a spoon or cooking chopsticks. This constant movement is necessary so they dry evenly and to prevent some beans from burning while others remain damp. At first, they will still retain water from the soaking, so you must be patient and let the heat do its work little by little. As you stir them, a deep, warm, and very characteristic aroma will begin to emerge. It is the smell of roasting black beans, a simple yet very comforting scent, like those old kitchens where everything was prepared unhurriedly. If you ever have the opportunity to roast them over a wood fire, the result can be even better because the heat is more natural and the aroma becomes more intense. When you notice the beans starting to dry, lower the heat. This detail is essential. If the heat is too high, the outside can burn before the inside is ready. Continue stirring them calmly until the roasted smell is more evident. To check if they are done, take a bean and press it gently. If it opens slightly, it means it is well roasted. Afterward, let the beans cool. Meanwhile, prepare a clean glass jar. Ideally, sterilize it with steam for about 15 minutes to ensure it is safe. Then place the roasted beans inside the jar, but do not fill it completely. Fill it only between a third and a half full, because the beans need space to expand when they absorb the vinegar. For this preparation, my favorite choice is apple cider vinegar. Pour enough to completely cover the black beans. This detail is crucial, because every bean must be in contact with the vinegar for the process to work correctly from the first day without losing its natural strength. While the black beans are covered by the vinegar, a slow transformation begins that is not immediately visible. But it is precisely the reason why this recipe was so highly valued. Black beans are rich in glycine, a compound noted for its ability to help reduce cholesterol. They also contain linoleic acid, lecithin, and other essential fatty acids that, according to traditional explanation, help soften and widen blood vessels, thus promoting more natural circulation. This is one of the parts that caught my grandmother's attention the most. She used to say that when blood circulates better, the whole body seems to wake up. Hands feel warmer, legs lighter, and the head clearer. Isn't it curious that something as small as a bean can be connected to something as important as circulation? And why do so many people look for complicated solutions when some ancient customs started with such humble ingredients? The original content also mentions that research conducted by a Japanese biology institute indicated that soaking black beans in vinegar could be very effective in reducing blood fat levels. Therefore, this preparation is not presented merely as a food, but as an ancient habit designed to support the body from within, especially when practiced consistently. After covering the beans well with apple cider vinegar, close the jar and place it in a cool spot. Do not expose it to direct sunlight or move it too much. The idea is to let the vinegar act slowly for 7 days. During that time, the beans will absorb part of the liquid, change their texture, and the color of the vinegar will also begin to transform. Now, to better compare the result, you can also prepare another jar with unroasted black beans, adding vinegar directly. This way, we will be able to see the difference after a week and understand why pre-roasting can be safer, more aromatic, and, according to this experience, more effective. After 7 days, the most interesting moment arrives. Observing what happened inside each jar. The first jar is the one with black beans that were roasted before being covered with vinegar. Upon opening it, the first thing you notice is the change in the liquid. The vinegar no longer looks the same as on the first day. Instead, it has turned a deep, very beautiful reddish-purple hue. That characteristic aroma of roasted black beans also emerges, richer, warmer, and more pleasant. The beans have absorbed part of the vinegar, which is why they now look larger, fuller, and much softer. When tasting them, they have a light but pleasant acidity, not aggressive at all. This is precisely the preparation my grandmother usually takes every morning. She eats 9 beans a day to maintain her health as a small, simple, and constant habit. Now let's look at the second jar, the one with unroasted black beans. In this case, you can see some bubbles appearing in the liquid, caused by natural fermentation. However, the aroma is not as deep or as pleasant as that of the first jar. Furthermore, since raw beans can contain lectins or other unwanted substances if not cooked well, I consider it better to roast them first. It is safer, and the result also seems more effective. Finally, there is the jar of red beans. Here some bubbles also appear, just like in the previous case, but the color and shape of the beans did not change much. When tasting them, the flavor was not pleasant. Therefore, I do not recommend making this recipe with red beans. It does not seem like a practical option to prepare at home. The test served only to compare and clearly see that among the 3 versions, the one with roasted black beans and vinegar showed the best result. And that difference, although it seems simple, explains why the ancient method insisted on preparing the bean with heat first. To finish, let's talk about how to take this preparation. My grandmother usually eats 9 black beans every morning. Not a large amount, not a full plate, just 9 beans, but consistently. And that is one of the keys, not expecting a miracle in a single day, but turning it into a simple habit that the body can gradually recognize. The original content mentions that after 8 weeks, over 80% of the participants observed a reduction in their blood fat levels. It also discusses another study with 60 people with high blood pressure, where this preparation showed a remarkable effect in helping to lower blood pressure. Furthermore, it is linked to chronic constipation, back and leg pain, diabetes, prostate health, premature gray hair, and coronary heart disease. If you have a sensitive digestive system, you can warm the beans slightly before eating them or mix them with a small amount of honey to make them easier to digest. Taking them every day is also associated with an improvement in sleep quality. Over time, you might wake up feeling lighter, more rested, and with more energy. You may not notice an immediate change, but consistency can gradually make the body feel more active. And don't forget the vinegar left in the jar. In this recipe, it is considered a powerful cleanser for the cardiovascular system. Over the years, waste can accumulate in the blood vessels, causing the blood to become thicker and slower. This vinegar would help thin it naturally, promoting circulation and reducing the risk of stroke. It is also mentioned that it supports memory and helps prevent cognitive decline. You don't have to believe it just from hearing about it. Always try it carefully, observe your body, and feel the difference for yourself before recommending it to those close to you.